Hey everybody, my name is Miss Laredo. For those of y'all that don't know me, I teach English 2. I'm going to give you guys a quick tour of my Schoology course. So I start in my conference section. Everything that I do, I start building out in my conference section. It really helps me to stay organized and to test things out. And I even have team members that I've added to my conference section, and it helps us to be able to look at things from student perspectives. So, like Miss Musakia, for example, is on my members. Right now, she's an admin. But if I built out an assessment and I wanted to know what it looks like from a student perspective, then I'd probably move her to a student member instead temporarily so that she can see what it looks like as a student. So that's why we're using our conference section. The first thing that you probably notice here is my Schoology buttons. So this was actually pretty simple to create. These are clickable links to different resources. I'm going to add another video in the document that you've received explaining how to do this. But these are just clickable links here to different resources. So if you click here, it takes you to Home Access Center, here to my Bitmoji virtual office, small group schedule, my virtual library that I created using Bitmoji, anchor charts, and my class website. The next thing that you'll see here is a morning message. So most mornings, not every single morning, like I didn't do one this morning, but most mornings I will start the morning with a quick little video that I create to say hi to my students. I usually say something kind of silly or funny there, or inspirational, or sometimes it's just instruction. It's a quick like, hey, this was an issue yesterday. This is how you can fix it. So I address a lot of things here with my morning videos and my announcements that I put here. Then I have my first 9 weeks calendar, and then you see my unit folders. So I'm using unit folders as opposed to weekly folders. I do have weekly folders, but they're inside the unit folders because it happens very quickly that this stream on Schoology gets really long and it becomes difficult to navigate through for students, and they're not quite sure where to go next because there's just so many folders. So I have unit folders instead. So this was the 17th through the 28th. So there are a few different folders in there. I'll click the drop down button so you can see that, different folders there. And then unit 1, I have 2 folders in here, one from last week and one from this week. So I'm going to show you guys the folder from this week. All right, so when a student opens up a folder for the week, they'll see a page here, and this is just a page. When you add materials, you just click add and you go to page, add page. The way that I get it to show up here instead of them having to click it and open it is this nifty little button right here, display inline. When you hover over this and it says display inline, then students can see the whole page without actually having to open it. If you click display on new page, which is the automatic, the way that it defaults to, then you can't see anything and a student would have to click on it to open it. So this saves students 1 click, which if you save them 1 click each time you do something, that's a lot of clicks you're saving them. So it just opens up right there. It's right in their face. They see it. These are the objectives and the instructions for the week, and I've even highlighted here the grades that are being taken for the week. So I usually like to start out with an optional tip for virtual learning. So if a student feels like this would be a helpful video, they can watch it, but they don't have to. And then you go into each lesson for the week. And I usually end with a de-stress or a dance break or some kind of discussion post, something to just help them to debrief and reduce their stress for the week. And I like to use my Bitmoji on a lot of things to just bring my personality into the classes because as many of y'all know, Schoology, the basic interface of it just looks kind of boring to students. So look at my following videos for more in-depth instruction on how to do each of these different things.